Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And the Steelers getting back on his 6th interception of the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First snap, and Fields wants to throw. That throw finds Pickens. Running in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's the Steelers' first down. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, Fields escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Another throw for Fields. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. George Pickens the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their rookie from Michigan. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Another carry for him. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now Jackson on third down. He has the first over the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss. Lamar now from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to the back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Lamar out of the pistol. Komet brings it in. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Jackson now on third. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense in the hurry up here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Has room down the left sideline. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-six touchdown. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers push their lead to 21-zip already. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Jackson trying again after the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Connect on first, it's second down. Play action now with Jackson. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play. Just like that.
Lamar off the play fake. Getting out. Oh, the football's loose. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Now Jackson off the play action. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens get it back to a 14-point game. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Off play action, it's Fields. Complete out to the right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Man in motion here. Fields on 1st down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 a multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Fields coming back after the pick. He's on the move. On the move, looking deep down. That's grabbed inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run here on first down. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. This will be caught by Adams. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. They'll run it from the gun. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Into the hands of Walker. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Lamar back to throw. And they pick him off again. And the Steelers will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Complete over the middle. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
You know, Kent, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, they'll run. Dukes out a one-stop. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
11.
Throwing from the gun. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go.
Another throw for Fields. All in left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, son.
They'll try and punch it in. Is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Ken. Hey, Monday. Press right.
Fields looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
They'll run now on second down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Fields now on fourth. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. First down throw for Jackson. Completed to his running back. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. He does it, touchdown Baltimore! The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Looking looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Fields out of the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here we go.
Here's the give on third and short. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Here we go, second and very long. Oh no, they get him yet again! Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second and 3 now.
Here we go. Right.
They give it to him again. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with third and 2.
Here we go, son.
Back to the well again. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense in the hurry up here. Fields on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Steelers first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw for Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Fields. That one's complete, right side. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Running for it again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. He rolls to his right. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Working quickly here. The give here on 2nd. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Lamar now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Lamar off the play fake. He finds him beyond the marker. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? And gets him the first on fourth down.
First and goal, Baltimore.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll hand it to him again. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Offense up to the line fast. Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Keeping it on the ground. And he reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6.
You know, this game could be pretty simple. Beat the man in front of you, carry the ball over the line, rushing football at its finest.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap to Fields. Finds his back complete.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That throw finds Pickens. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
2 yards on the pickup, and he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers leading by 6. They've got first down from the 31. They send a receiver in motion right. He has room past the 25. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Kate, it just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed, first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Sending him up the middle. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Tight end going in motion here. From the 17. Bails out of the pocket quick. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! So exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Here go the Steelers again, lining up for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the...
He's throwing for it! And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Here we go. We're good.
Fields out of the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently.